Hey, you have 28mm RPG here. Just showing you a bit of tricks on how to connect Discord and everything. So this was a request by a commenter on one of my videos, and they were asking how I set things up. So you don't have to use OBS. I use OBS because I want to go ahead and share everything that I possibly can in a controlled space as well, so that they can see something. So, because sometimes you need to have some sort of visual reference for them to look at, like a map or something like that. And I find OBS works pretty good for this. So, and coupled with the ability of Discord to share your screen. It's pretty much all they're going to need to do is watch your shared screen, and they can participate in your game. And I'll show you how to set up a die roller and everything else in here as well. So let's go through this here. So play this through. So, and this is pre-recorded, so I'm just showing you here. You know, I've got my own server set up here. It's very easy to set up your own. Basically, it's like a big room for your friends to join in on. Once you have your friends invited, you can start making rooms and stuff like that with like different channels, like a text channel. I'm just showing you here how to type in a text channel and create it. And you have your choice there. And of course, it goes ahead and puts it down at the bottom. You can go ahead and place it anywhere that you want in the order of text channels. So that's only where you'd be typing stuff in. Now, you can put in a voice channel as well. Just switch it over to voice. I'm not going to put one in there. I already put in a few voice channels in there. So these voice channels are where you're going to have your players join in and talk. And you're going to use that area as well here to share your screen. So there's a screen sharing ability. So keep that in mind. That's our objective, is we're going to be able to share a screen. So I have this open here to Dice Maiden. Just go ahead and do a search for Dice Maiden on the internet, like Discord Dice Maiden, and you'll be able to find it. So you hit the invite on the page, and then it will ask you which channel you want to. Of course, you see I have a few channels there, but I'm not going to add it, so it's going to go ahead and say because I didn't add it to anything. I already have it added to my Discord, so there wasn't any point in doing that. So we'll go back here to Discord. And I'll show you, we'll pop open instead a chat, text chat. And you'll see that as I scroll over, there is a Dice Maiden bot in there. So this is fairly easy to use. I have just place in the formula just like that. That's whatever kind of die roll you want, and it will go ahead and translate that into a die roll result. Nice thing is it shows the results of each die as well, so which is nice and handy instead of just a total. Another way we can do this is by bringing up another tool through OBS. So we're going to pop open OBS. Of course, I have it on the other screen here, because keep in mind I have multiple displays, multiple monitors going on here. So I'll crawl this one over here. And as I found out, not like old Windows 7, crawling trying to get a window to move from one monitor to the next can be a little tricky. So you have to kind of move it halfways across the screen and then grab it on the other screen and then tug on it and bring it on in. So before it used to be a little easier. So there we go. There we go. Now grab it from this end and bring it onto the screen. All right, you can see I've already have this set up with a lot of different additional sources. And some of them aren't going to work exactly as anticipated because I've opened up OBS after the fact of opening up a bunch of my browsers and apps and stuff. So in here, we're going to add a die roller. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and bring up one off of Steam, which is called Sophie's Dice. So you can use this if you want like a physical looking die roller, and you can see it automatically popped up onto my background here, yeah, in OBS. So now keep in mind you have to keep everything that you have open. So this is why you need multiple monitors, because what's going to happen is if you minimize or pull these things kind of off screen, even partially, they'll start disappearing from the from OBS. So you can see I'm just testing the dice here and showing you how they roll. Nice, cool set of dice, really cheap, very easy. And you see I'm just pulling it onto my other screen here for right now to get it out of the way. So in here you can see that that's how I set up the properties. You just grab it from the drop down in window, and it will go ahead and give you a choice of what app or item that you want to throw in there for viewing. So now I'm going to resize it here. Fairly easy. This is simple. Scaling, resizing. I'll show you how to actually crop things as well here. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to add the chat so that we can go ahead and have that also on the screen as well. So the players don't have to have like they can just concentrate on your shared screen. So, and you can see I'll go full screen once I get it onto the other monitor here. So, and that way when I share it on the shared screen, it will on Discord, it will be like a full screen for them, and it'll just show the it won't show any of the controls or anything. It'll just show them the actual screen, and you'll still have access to all the controls there, like I'm playing around with right now. So we are adding the chat window from Discord. So as you can see right now, it isn't displaying. So what I have to do is I need to go ahead and switch it. So I'll switch it to another app that's running. So we'll switch it over to the Die app, and then we will switch it back to one that says Discord. See, now it works. Sometimes when you have stuff running without OBS already running ahead of time, it will cause link problems. So you have to just work around them. So I've moved the chat window up on top because everything is in order. Everything on the top of the sources will be... now I'm just holding down the Alt key when I'm moving these sides. So this, you can crop everything. And then you can move it around, and then now you can grab the corner and resize it without holding the Alt down, just by normal. And now you can arrange your windows so that if I wanted to, I could put myself, as you see on my camera window, I can bring that up. So I'll just grab it. Okay, that's me there. And just unlock it here just to move it in. I'm just resizing stuff so it makes more sense. I can pull that upwards and rearrange the order and stuff. So right now that's pretty good. It works. Now I will add the a PDF. So I'll display something on a PDF on the screen in OBS. So we open up the PDF player. Try to resize it first, because what's going to happen is if you start resizing stuff on the fly while OBS is running and you have the shared screen, you're going to find it's going to be resizing itself as well. So, and I'll show you that in here. So this one's already set up and it's working well. Sometimes things get glitchy, but in other cases, some things work right away. So now we will place it properly. You'll see as soon as I move the screen in and out, you'll see it resizes it as well in OBS. So this is why you want to get everything set up kind of ahead of time on your sizing. So now you can see the corner is missing there, and it turned into a white corner. That's because it's off my monitor screen. So also keep that in mind. You have to have it on your monitor properly, otherwise you'll get a blank spot like that. So I'll show you that as soon as you move things on the PDF, they move on OBS, so it's live. You know, you're not seeing any delay there. So yeah, remember to not minimize it, otherwise it'll minimize right off your screen as well in OBS. So now that we've got that set up, I will probably put OBS over onto the other screen and have everything set up at the end with OBS on my other monitor, and run everything like all my items here right on my screen just like this. So I'm going to add the traveler map as well. So we go here, just to show you can add a browser as well. And I'll put a link down below on this guy that basically within a few videos showed me how to do all this kind of stuff. And it's very easy. Just follow his instruction, and it's quite easy to and subscribe to him, because he deserves it. He's done a lot of work on these videos. So now we're adding that, my browser. So that's okay. Now you see it's tucked in behind. We're gonna need to bring it back up on top, and we're gonna have to do some resizing here. And keep in mind, yeah, everything's like covering everything up right now. We'll fix that, because you can turn on and off sources by those little eyeballs on the sources list there. So let's just get the screen proper here. We're going to just crop it upwards using the Alt. Then resize it without holding the Alt button down. And that's all done. So you can see as I scroll in, you can see it also scrolls in on OBS and refreshes just the same. Just a slight delay, not much. But this makes it so much easier for your players to see things as you are presenting them. So I'm locking everything in place because that's where I want them. And every time you want to switch something on or off, you just turn the eyeball on and off on each one of those. And there you go. You have total control over all your items on the screen. So yeah, it does take a little bit of forethought and setup, but once you have this set up in OBS, you don't have to change it. Everything should be good. and then you just have to maybe refresh a screen or something like that, like I did with the Discord there in the beginning. It's fairly easy. Make sure all your mics and everything are working, because you don't want to have any sometimes if you have the screen running in the background for the screen share, if you have screen share on and you are listening to it as well, the problem is you're going to have an echo. So just make sure you set everything up. So I go live here, and now everybody can see that screen. They can blow up that screen to full size if they want to, and they're going to get a pretty accurate representation of what you have on OBS. So yeah, just make sure you're not echoing, and if you are, it's likely because you're getting a feedback through the through your shared screen. So make sure all your players are using headsets so that they're not echoing at all. And you can see you can also change your the way that your screen is refreshing and everything. So you got frames per second there and stuff, so you can swap that around if you want better performance. And yeah, that's all basically the setup there. So I don't think there's anything more that I can add to this. So yeah, just putting this over to the side onto the monitor. That way I run everything on OBS on one monitor. I can run everything over, and you can see I actually have 3 monitors. I just have the 2 on right now, so I actually have 3. And putting that one to the side. Reason why it's a smaller monitor is that one's my Cintiq on number 2. Number 1's my main monitor, and when I'm running my 3rd monitor, it's actually on the other side, on the opposite end. So yeah, and here I'm going to show you that it's still running, even though you can't see OBS here. Everything is running, and I'm just dragging the dice back here because this is where I have everything rolling properly. Is on my main screen, and now I'm going to go ahead and turn on and off things on OBS, and you see it will turn things off. Oh, the screen is still running in the background. It just does this to conserve bandwidth on your end. So, and you can see I had switched it over to showing the PDF, and it's working okay. You can also see that as I'm moving things around in Discord, it's also showing up in the little chat window inside OBS as well. So make sure that you stay in your chat window as just watching your friends. Don't open up the screen share yourself. Just leave it. Let your friends open that up, or your players, player friends, and that's it. So if you have any questions after, like I say, watch the video link below. I think his name is Michael Fryer. Check his stuff out. It's basically how I learned how to use OBS. So you only need to watch a few of his videos, and you got everything down. So it's not very hard at all. And I mean, you don't have to run using OBS. You can just share your screen, and that'll work as well. But whatever works for you. But OBS works awesome for me, and I'm able to control what I turn on and off. So that's why I use it. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully that helps in some ideas on how to use Discord, OBS, and all your materials. Just get them all set up and share your screens. All right. So if you found this information useful, please subscribe. If you hate my music like Indigo Dragon does, please subscribe anyways. You guys take care.